Yo, what's up? Max Tornow here, and in this video I want to talk about the best type of business if you like money and if you like being free. Alright, so if you like money, if you like being free, if you want to be your own boss and you're not 100% sure yet what type of business it is that you want to be doing, I'm going to be lifting it for you. I'm literally going to be breaking down the exact things that your future business should entail, and then at the end I'm going to reveal to you what type of business is the best for that, and also what type of business has the most future potential going forward for 2019, 2020. So pay attention, let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
Alright, so today we are in Helsinki at an amusement park. What day of the week is it? Thursday. And it's pretty cool because nobody's here, because most people are stuck in a 9-to-5, so you don't have to wait in line, you can enjoy it. It's really, really nice. So anyways, the first two things that I want to talk about here is, number one, low risk. You want to find a business that is very, very low risk. This is especially important if you don't have any experience in business yet, okay? Especially important if you, let's say, for example, you still have a 9-to-5 job and you want to transition from a regular office job into becoming self-employed, later on maybe becoming an entrepreneur. And a lot of businesses have high risk. That is absolutely true, but there's also a ton of business opportunities out there that are very, very low risk to no risk at all. Okay, this is something like this, like a generalization that most people have, like, oh, you want to start a business? Here comes the risk. You're gonna lose tens of thousands of dollars with that. Well, that applies for some businesses, but it definitely doesn't apply for all businesses. For example, if you do online coaching, online consulting, online service providing, there's little to no risk involved. Which brings me to the next point, and that is you want to choose something that is very low cost. For example, selling a physical product is usually involved with a lot of cost. Well, first of all, you have to develop that physical product, then you have to source that physical product somewhere. Even if you create it yourself, there's always very high cost involved in that. But if you choose something where you're basically just selling your expertise, all right, online coaching, online consulting, service providing, you have no costs involved, which also means you have little to no risk. Check out this. Coaching, consulting ain't no gamble like this. What you gotta understand is you want to do something that is easy to start. Again, I'm giving the example here of transitioning from having a job into becoming your own boss via online consulting, online coaching. You want to start something that is very, very easy to start, all right? And this is a really good business model because you don't need a degree in business, you don't need a degree in whatever it is that you want to coach. You don't need to be a 10 out of 10 expert. Online coaching, online consulting is a sphere. It's very easy to get started. It's very easy to get to 4 figures a month, 5 figures a month, later on scale it up to 6 figures a month. It's very easy to do that as someone that might not be a total 10 out of 10 expert. Many of the clients that we have in our Freedom Business Mentoring program, for example, they're merely 3 to 4, 4 to 5 steps ahead of the average person in their respective fields, and they're literally making 4 to 5 figures as they're getting better in their field. This is a big misconception most people have. They think, oh, I need to be this total expert, I need to have years upon years of experience in order to coach that. No, you don't. If you pick the right model and if you do it right. And the next point is very obvious. You want to pick something that gives you very high income. And of course, on top of that, you don't only want high income, but you want your profit margins to be high as well, kind of going alongside with very, very low cost. Again, online coaching and online consulting wins here because, first of all, if you position yourself correctly in a niche market where you can fix one big problem for your potential target audience, you can literally charge high prices. This is stuff we do in Freedom Business Mentoring program. There's certain psychological switches that you have to hit in your own brain in order to feel ready, in order to feel like you deserve to charge these high prices. And there's also certain market positioning that you have to adhere to when it comes to charging these high prices. But it's absolutely and very easily possible to hit 4 to 5 figures a month with online coaching, online service providing. And the cool thing is too, you want to have something that doesn't only give you high income, but obviously also high profit, right? At the end of the month, you want to have as much of that income as possible, cash in your pocket, so you can be financially free, so you can be financially stable, so you can be wealthy enough to, travel the world, buy nice things for yourself, buy nice experiences for yourself or your spouse or your family, your parents. Maybe you want to say thank you to mom and dad for bringing you up, maybe for your children. You want to have something at the end of the line brings you good money, because this is capitalism. Money equals freedom, money equals fun. Now, when we talk about high income, the next step we have to talk about here is something that also gives you freedom, because there's a lot of high income professions out there. You could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could be whatnot. A lot of these things pay you very, very high salaries, but these people are miserable. I mean, come on. You'd be miserable if you had to work 80, 90 hours a week and you barely have any spare time. I always put this concept of a good million versus a bad million at display, right? Because you can make $1 million, but you could be absolutely miserable, or you make $1 million and you absolutely love it. You might be even happier with 100,000 in a year than a guy with $1 million in a year, as long as he gives you freedom. You might be happier with 1 million a year than the next person with 10 million a year, as long as it gives you freedom. So obviously, next point here is pick something that gives you freedom, right? Also here, online coaching, online consulting gives you a ton of freedom. Why? Because number one, it's location independent, and number two, it's time independent. Nowadays, you can literally coach anybody online. You have tools like this here right now, creating videos. You can jump on video live calls with Zoom, with Skype, etc. And you can get in contact with your clients, and you can not only get new clients online and basically like that multiply your potential clients that you could reach, but you can also now deliver your services online. So meaning you can coach your clients. I mean, I'm here in Finland right now. My offices with my team is somewhere completely else, and most of my clients are somewhere in the United States, somewhere in Europe, etc. I can do that because I can help them out literally here via WhatsApp, as I'm doing things that I want to do all the time anyway, like riding this train. That's great, I can do that if I want to. Okay, so again, you want to pick something that makes you very independent of what you're doing. If you love traveling, if you love experiencing new places, but so far you couldn't do it because you had to show up at a certain time, at a certain location, such as your office, then picking something that gives you that newly found freedom is something you should definitely strive for. Oh, and before I forget, something that might inspire you to take action on a daily basis is my Instagram account. I'm gonna link it here. Check out my Instagram account, because on there I'm answering a lot of personal questions. I'm showing you inspiring stuff. I show you a little bit behind the scenes. And also the other Instagram account that you should definitely follow is the Freedom Business Mentoring Instagram account, because on there we post daily value nuggets about business building. We show the most inspiring client stories of ours, and most importantly, on that Instagram account, I'm also replying personally to the DMs. So if you have any business questions that you want to ask me personally, you can hit me up on that Instagram account. We're going to show both Instagrams again. Click follow, it's for free, and it's some really good value that you can get on a daily basis here. The next big point here is you got to pick something that you can automate, okay? Something that has potential for automating. Why does online coaching and online service providing have such huge potential for automating? Well, there's certain things you can do with your clients that automate the process, especially if you're niching yourself down into something that is easily repeatable, meaning client A has the same problem as client B, as client C, as client D, as client E, etc. There's huge automation potential in service providing, in coaching, if you do it online, but again, only if you do it properly. And the great thing is too, if you're doing it with online coaching and with online service providing, your clients also get real results. Because most people say, well, if I want to do automating, why don't I just create an online product? Again, the problem with online products is people don't execute. They're usually priced completely differently. And if people don't execute, people don't get results. And if people don't get results, people don't remain loyal customers to you, which meaning you're not getting any retention value. And also, people are not hyped about it, meaning they won't refer you. So there's a lot of things people do wrong with online info products. And again, online coaching, online mentoring here is definitely the thing that wins in the comparison. And the last 2 points I want to bring here is something that is a little bit more meta, but it's very dear to my heart. And that is number one, you want to pick something that brings real value to people, that actually changes someone's life for the better. If you're doing drop shipping, selling some very, very whack products that you're sourcing from China, you're not really making people happy. You're not really giving them profound knowledge that they can apply for their life. If you're just creating an info product, you're slapping it out there, charging $297 or something like that, you're not really changing anybody's life. But if you're really coaching someone, again, be it online, and you see how they change over the week, so you can see how you can fix their problem, you can literally watch them create a better life for themselves. That is something that is the real value in there. And on top of that, you're making 4 to 5 figures a month, maybe even 6 to 7 figures a month. On top of that, you're free, you're able to travel the world, and really knowing that you're having a positive influence on somebody. This is really something that you must never underestimate. And last but not least, the last point is you want something that brings you passion. All right, something that brings you passion, something that you can live through and have a passionate life. Because most people here, really, you can even see it in something as cool as this amusement park. Most people here are dead. Most people here have given up on life. They're working on a dead-end 9-to-5 job. They're not passionate about it. They don't make enough money to be free. And you can literally see that. They're all just like in this derp mode, just derping around through their everyday lives. And if you do something that fulfills you, brings you a lot of passion, something that brings you success, that is something you want to do day by day for the rest of your life. Because that is something that brings you freedom, that brings you money, that can help other people, that makes everything location independent, time independent, all right? The thing about passion here on a side note is most people think they have to feel passion first and then they have to go down that way, but you do not underestimate how much success can actually bring you passion. When you see getting great results for your clients, when you see your clients being happy, when you see yourself making money, buying yourself the first nice watch, buying yourself the first vacation that you've always dreamed about, or even something as small as buying yourself the first PlayStation 4 game. That was one of the things that I was very proud of. With your own money. That is something that is very, very amazing. So don't underestimate passion. It usually comes with success as you're doing it, all right? So again, online coaching, online service providing, that is definitely the way to go here when it comes to that point. So when you say you're ready to get started, when you say you're ready to take that opportunity and grasp freedom, I got something pretty cool for you. You can literally jump on a free consultation call, either with me personally or with an expert from my team. All you have to do is click on that link in the description below. Link brings you to a page, fill out the application on that page, and then on the bottom of that application, you can pick the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Now on that call, we basically be working together with you hand in hand, developing a step-by-step strategy for you to break free from the 9-to-5 hamster wheel that you might be currently in, and finally build your own successful online business as an online coach or online service provider. So if you have a skill that you want to monetize, this call is for you. If you're already making money, but you want to do it properly, you want to scale it up, this call is for you. And also, if you're not 100% sure yet what it is that you want to be doing, this call is for you as well, because we can analyze your strengths and we can tell you what exact model is the best fit for you. Most importantly though, you gotta take action. Okay, this video has been a complete waste of my time. This is you having watched a nice, entertaining video, unless you take action. Unless you grasp the opportunity when it is there. If the link in the description still works, it means we still have spots open. That is very, very important, because nowadays these spots fill up very, very fast because the channel is getting more and more views. So don't make it too late. Don't wait until there's no more chance. Go take action and experience the thrill of being free. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe talk to you very, very soon, and GG.